All right, here we are, part 2 of Muse Sequencer for Linux. This is Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters. And yeah, so you guys overwhelmingly voted for having a part 2 from the first video that I made. And I had no idea what I was doing when I made that one. And I have slightly more of an idea of what I was doing in the beginning of that one, but still, there's a lot here that I don't know. But I'm going to continue on, and we'll see where this track goes. I haven't touched it since the last video. I did change a couple of things on my system, though. Number one is I got rid of Pipewire because I don't like Pipewire. I know some people out there like it, but to me, it is just too much. There's way too much devices listed in the jack, connection kit here, and I like this much better. This is very simple, the way I have this set up now. All these system captures are just because I have an 8-channel interface, and it just shows them as capture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 4 playbacks, and yeah, it's just all very simple this way. I just like using jack or pulse audio. Not a fan of Pipewire. It's just too much. Too many ins and outs. Like, it shows like Bluetooth, webcams, like everything shows up in your jack audio connection kit if you're using Pipewire. And I just don't like it. The thing is, it just got installed, like, by itself. I didn't even install it. I don't know how it got on here. I was basically bulk installing a ton of audio software on this system when I set it up. And somehow Pipewire got installed in that process when I wasn't really paying attention. But it's a pain in the butt, actually, to remove, too. You have to be really careful. You can easily break your audio system if you're trying to install it or if you're trying to remove it. Somehow I installed it without knowing I was installing it, and it worked, but that's rare. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, let's review the track one more time, and let's listen to it. And I realized, too, that on my original recording, there was something wrong with the way I had the audio routed from the app to the screen recorder. So hopefully it's better this time. Let's listen here. Okay, so one thing I noticed here is I had that Cars track up way too loud. But also I noticed something on the mixer. I don't know if you paid attention there when I was doing that, but here you have the MIDI inputs, basically here, and when you click these, oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can expand them there. That's cool. Let's expand everything. Let's make it all big. And then over here we have our audio. How did I expand that? Over here. So let's expand those two. I don't know if there's really a point to expanding them. I just want to make them bigger, so you guys can see them a little bit better. Okay, and then here you can see which synth is going into which track. So I have track 1 is GM. Is it? Track 1 is GM? No, that should be Nils KV1. Oh wait, what's this? I don't know. I'm confused already. But let's try to stay focused here. So yeah, the mixer. It looks pretty cool. And here we have a lot of plug-in slots. We have effect slots, and I went over those a little bit in the last video. But I actually did a lot more in there that I had to edit out because of time, and just because I was so confused and I was doing it. But let's go over effects here real quick. You can access these in 2 different areas. We have basically here in the track view where you can click a slot like that and then add an effect. Now, see, the thing is I have that there on the MIDI. No, that's the synth channel, sorry. And then track. Okay, so I had that backwards before. These are the MIDI channels right here, not the audio. Audio would be the synth track because that's a synth plugin. So just to quickly review, you basically have to have double the amount of tracks that you're using in this particular DAW. Which is kind of like FL Studio. If you've ever used FL Studio, like, you have to route everything into the mixer, and you kind of have to do that here too. Whereas, you have a MIDI track, and that MIDI track is routed to the instrument track. And I believe it's the same when we're doing audio as well, because I did play around with that a little bit outside of the other video. I didn't actually record, but I tried to set up an audio track. But let's go ahead and do that right now, even though I'm not really ready to record audio yet. But let's experiment with that. So I think what I have to do here is first insert a wave track, and that's going to be where the audio records. And then I also insert a audio input. So in a way, this is very much like FL Studio works this way, where you have to have an input, and then you assign that input to the wave track that it's going to record to. And that there you can see that this audio input records, or you can record arm that, but you can't record arm. No, I'm sorry. You can record arm the wave track, but you can't record arm the audio input. That is because the audio input is going to be routed to the wave track, and that is where it's going to be recording. So in order to route this, what we can do is we go here. If you look up here on this little channel strip, there's our input routing right there. And then I can select system input 1, and that should pick up my mic, and yeah, it does. So see right there? If I record, it should record onto this wave track right here if I'm guessing correctly. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm just going to sing, I guess. Let's turn on that metronome, the weird sounding metronome. Why is it recording onto track 4? Oh, because I had that enabled as well. Let's turn that off. Okay, did that actually record anything? Let's see. Don't hear anything. Let me solo it. How do I solo? This? No, that's input monitor. Oh, duh. I forgot to do the output routing. Okay, let's try that again. So what I have to do here is click this, and then click my output routing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to grouping. Am I wrong here? Where is it going? Output routing, out. I thought I would be able to send this to track 5 that way. Oh, maybe I have to have this record armed first. Let's try that. Tracks, no. Out. I'm confused already. I thought this would be pretty straightforward here. What am I missing here? Input 1. What does this mean? That's channels. If I right click there, you can see over there on the left on the channel strip, that's increasing there. What happens if I do this? No, that's the same thing. 1 and 2 channels. What happens if I double click here? No, that just renames it. Oh, why did that happen? Okay. I double clicked the 10 and it turned everything yellow. I guess that's selecting all. Yeah. Maybe I just... advanced router? Okay, let's try this. Jesus Christ. And again, it has everything. It's not as bad as it was in the last video because that one had all that pipe wire stuff. But there's still a lot here. Okay, so destination. Track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4. That is track 5. Where is track 5? Why don't I see it listed here? Am I blind? I see... Is it already routed? Okay, so... System capture 1. Let's follow where that is going. So that's going to screen... simple screen recorder, which makes sense. I guess I could look over here, too. Let's see. Oh, input 1. Capture 1, going to input 1. But that doesn't tell me which track it's going to. Let me just try this again. Let's see if I can click here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Why wasn't that there before? I'm so confused. And now I sound like I'm in the Surf Punks. Okay, let's let's record here again because I think it's going to work this time. La 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 So that definitely worked. I'm not going to keep that, by the way. That's just a test. But let's listen. La, la, la. La, 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 la. Okay, so my original theory was totally correct. I just don't understand why I didn't see it the first time. Let's see if it's still there. Oh yeah, it's still routed to it. I don't know. That's odd. I mean, you guys saw that, right? Am I crazy? Maybe I just didn't see it before. I don't know. Let's delete this because that's terrible. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I was pretty much on key, but I'm not ready to do audio just yet. So, but I can leave those there. I want to create another part for this song. Okay, so my MIDI should be MIDI Capture 2 now, and I should just be able to drag that there. There we go. Okay. All right, so good. That worked. All right, let's see if I can come up with another part for, to transition here. Hey, what happened to my webcam? What the hell? Okay. Let's open that again. And let's pin this to the top here. Okay, so maybe I accidentally closed this console window here. I'm using, to view my webcam, I'm basically just doing it from the command line because I like to have something like this that doesn't have a lot of extra crap on it. I kind of liked having that intro to the second part there without any other instruments, just this synth, just the K1. So I think I'm going to have that alone, and then I'll make another copy and then add all the stuff when it comes in on this, basically like right here. So what else can I put in there? Where's my... Did I have a bass sound in here? I guess it was that Hexter. So let me go down a couple octaves. Let's do more of it. I'm using this. It's a MIDI plus 32 key MIDI controller. I really like this controller because it's slightly longer than most controllers that fit on a desk. Like, it has more keys, but it's still, pretty compact. So, all right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to play a little bit and try to come up with a bass part. So. Okay, a couple of those were good, so I think I have enough in there to save my terrible playing. So what I want to do is go back to this pencil tool. Actually, first I'm going to quantize. And I want to quantize the hell out of that thing because that was shaky AF. All right, let's go ahead and select all. And let's see if I can make those notes. I want to quantize the ends too. So quantize length. I want it to be. Let's go to. Yeah, it should be 8 notes. So, but let's go ahead and do. Oh, maybe it did it. Okay, let's listen. Ah, I know why my webcam went away when I hit escape. All right. Well, I'll leave that alone for now. So let's go ahead and trim this up. What? I think it was here where it started to not suck. Still getting it. Why is it doing that? See, that's... What is this? What is this thing? I don't want that. What is that little dent? Alright, let's hear what it sounds like. I guess it's fine. Okay, so let me copy that over here. Alright, let's hear that whole transition now. Why did that not start on time? It started early. Did I drag that too far? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's drag this over. Okay, that is not terrible. Let's open my webcam again. I'll try not to close it this time. I don't know how I can do that, though. I need to hit escape to get out of that piano roll, I think. I mean, I don't understand. It shouldn't the escape shouldn't register from the webcam because it's not the active window. I don't understand why that's happened. I'm just generally confused as a person. Anyway, let's add some more stuff here. What other tracks do I have here? Let's see what this thing sounds like. I forget. So this is what? That's another K1. Oh, that's the drums. Now, do I want to add drums for this whole thing? Because I might actually record drums as audio and be crazy here and record acoustic drums in my apartment. But I'll be very quiet. I have those hot rods and the snares covered with a cloth there. But I've done that before in my old apartment. I haven't tried it here yet, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do it. Track 4. What was this one? Oh, wow. That sounds crazy at a low octave. Oh, wow. Let me go even lower. That's cool. All right, I'm going to use that. I don't know how that's going to fit in there, but I'm going to use it. Let's see what I can do with that. Good. That worked. All right. Ah! Oh, my God. What did I just do? Oh, that scared me. Jesus Christ. What did I hit? I thought I was hitting delete to delete that one. Oh, I hit end. Okay, if I hit end... No? That didn't do it? I don't know. Whatever I did, it was scary. All right, let me make sure this is all intact. Okay, that looks right. Okay, so let me select these. And that. And I want to copy. And then let's see if I can put it here. And then paste. Control V. Did that work? No, that only pasted one. Why? Okay. Can I drag all of these? Yeah, that works. So let's just do that. Control drag. He's such a drag. Control drag. Okay, let's zoom in, make sure I got that right in the right spot. And it appears so. And let's double this up. And then how long is that? Then we're up to 2 minutes and 52 seconds, which is a good song length. Save it. Okay. So I think my next step here will be to add some drums, like actual drums, and maybe guitar or something. So I'm going to pause this and then hook all that crap up, and then I'll be back. All right, so what I did is I created 2 or 4 new tracks here, really. 2 audio inputs as well as 2 wave tracks. So each one of the inputs are routed to the 2 tracks. But basically both of these are going to the drums. So we have kick and then overhead. I'm just using 2 mics on the drums. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah. And I'm going to have to play very softly. Okay, so yeah, I was playing extremely soft, so I have no idea how that's going to sound. And I did mess up in one spot, but I can, copy and paste that. So let's hear how this came out. Let me see. Let me turn off the click. Okay, not bad. Now I wonder if I can... What happens if I double click the wave? Okay, so it does bring up like a basic wave editor. Are there any normalization features? Converter settings? I don't know what that means. Don't want to convert. Zoom in here. It's an interesting color palette. Let's see. Audio. Restart audio. Take automation. Render down mix. Selected wave track. No. Functions. Gain. Oh, normalize. Here we go. Oh, okay. Let's... How do I select? There we go. Control A. Normalize selection. And wow, look at that. Okay. Cool. Now, how can I get out of here without killing my webcam? There we go. Click on the arranger down here. Okay, so that's cool. I just noticed this. There's tabs down here. Interesting. Okay, so now let's do the same thing to the overhead. That one actually looks pretty good, but let's go ahead and normalize it anyways. Okay, no difference. So that one I had a good level on. It was the kick was, I was playing so soft on the kick because that's really the loudest part of the drum set when I'm using those bundle sticks. Okay, so let's go back to the arranger. Now let's hear what that sounds like. Now the kick drum's insanely loud, but that's okay. I can deal with that. Okay, I want to do some effects. So let's do like a compressor on the overhead, compressor here. Okay, so yeah, that's working there. Am I hearing that though? That's, I believe so. So output is going to the main out. Oh wait, no it's not. So let's go to 1. Input. No, I'm not noticing any difference at all. Let's forget about an aux for now. Let's delete this, and I'm just gonna put effects right on the track itself, and we'll see how that sounds. So let's go to the overhead first. Okay, so that definitely makes a big difference. Okay. I can make it sound like I was hitting much louder than I was. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, let's unsolo that. Where's solo again? This? No. Where is it? This? There we go. That little thump at the end there was when I stepped on the overhead. I need a low cut on that too, because that's stepped on the sand rather. Boom, boom, boom. Low cut. Okay, so let's do an EQ on here. Let's just search low cut. Low pass. No, I want a high pass. High pass. Simple high pass filter. 200 hertz maybe. Around there. Let's see. Yeah, that was much better. You can still hear some shuffling, but it's not like an overwhelming bass boom. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for this one. We recorded audio, we sequenced MIDI, we did quantization, we added some effects. I'm not sure how to use the aux the aux sends correctly. If you know, post in the comments. I really want to know. Maybe it just doesn't work. I don't know. But it seemed like it wasn't working. It seemed like I was routing everything correctly, but wasn't able to get it to work. But overall, it's actually quite a decent DAW. It's a little confusing to look at and to use, but it's fairly stable. I only had it crash on me once, and that was because of running AmSynth, the plugin, and I think that plugin made it crash, but nothing else has crashed so far. So yeah, I think it's pretty decent. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. I'll close out this video with like a full recording or mix of the track that I made here in this series, or this 2-part series, and just show you guys me playing drums to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and the bell icon, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a great day.